everyone, Bethany Scott here and welcome to my channel. Today I am joining you with some more updates. It's summer, it's busy, everything is just a little bit all over, but trying to enjoy as much of the sunshine as possible and all of the fun adventures we can have together as a family. I have gotten a little goodie bag from Simon Says Stamps. The card kit of the month came this week and I just had to open it up with you live, or live-ish, and explore what's in here. I'm not even sure what's in here. I did not read the email. Oh, but we do have some foam dots and twine, and this is essential embellishments. These are, they look like little garden cards actually. Yep, they're chipboard ephemera, so they look like the little seed packets. That's fun. And then this looks like a thicker cardstock with some, it actually looks like watercolor. I should actually read the sheet that's in here. But yeah, those are so beautiful. So this has got to be watercolor cardstock based off the texture. That's going to be really fun to play with. If I ever find my watercolors, I don't know where they are. They have disappeared. A Thinlits Tim Holtz die with a flower. That's really cool. It has 17 dies, so that is a very intricate die. A little goodie here. This is a make your own watercolor tool and a stress crayon in broken china and lucky clover, which I don't think I have these colors, so perfect. Oh, and spun sugar. Nope, I don't have that one either. And of course, an embossing folder. This one is called Brightest Bloom. That's gonna be fun. So there's a definite garden theme going on here because Made to Flourish is the stamp and die set. And look at these beautiful florals. I actually like the mixture of text. This is more handwritten text. It says, "You were made to flourish. Today is full of possibilities, blooming with gratitude, sending love as gentle as petals. Great things take time. Another lovely year blooms." That would be a great birthday card. Speaking of birthdays, it is birthday week. As of the filming of this, I don't know if I'll be able to post it in time, but Ellie will turn 6 this week. And these are 2 card bases, thicker cardstock, a tan and it does look like it's white. Pre-scored, yep, in white, fog and white. And then this has definitely got to be more watercolor paper, so awesome. I'm going to start pulling things out as I chit-chat here and look at the inspiration. I'm looking to see if the pack of 4 is indeed on watercolor paper. Sketched florals, watercolor fronts, card fronts. Yep. All right, I was correct. So I don't see where my watercolors are, so I'm not going to grab for those today, but I will grab for some other things. I hope I find them soon because I can't wait to play with these. These are just so pure, so beautiful, so fun. Definitely inspirational for sure. I do think these might get pulled out. So Ellie will turn 6 and we just had the girls' joint birthday party over the weekend, and they had a lot of fun. And then we took them on a day trip to the Shed Aquarium. More fun. Just trying to get the most out of the summer. There will be a lot of events. I may do a live post along my travels coming up here. We'll see. how things go. Definitely going to be experimenting with some things to see what can become of them. And yeah, just living life, maximizing the time we have with the children and doing things as a family. Ooh, love that one. Yeah, so I am really drawn to the peony. I just love the peony. I don't know what it is about peonies. I've just always been drawn to them. I think we'll just stick with that one. And then I think we're going to make our own background. Kind of keep it simple in this whole phase of things. I think we're going to use the twine, the foam dots. And then I'm going to make my own stamp happen. And I think we might use this embossing folder too. So I'm going to make creative backgrounding. So let me get myself situated and we'll get going. All right, I believe I have all of the basics that I want to start out with. So I grabbed a stamp of the bigger bunch of flowers, and I am going to go ahead and stamp it out in some black. That watercolor pre-stamped cardstock actually kind of inspired this idea. So thanks for that, Tim Holtz. I think that was a Tim Holtz collection. So I'm gonna just stamp it a little bit off. This is a Tim Holtz inspired, so we're gonna go with, hey, it can be a little bit on the more distressed side, but aiming for that clean and simple look, always. It's one of those, the goal is distressed is okay, but over-designed is not. So if you have too many competing focal points, then you end up with some confusion mentally when looking at things. Okay, so I have that. Take that off, clean it up, and we'll do this smaller bunch just as the accent. Oops, definitely more distressed than I was intending to be. Oh well. Compensate for that. Okay, so that's all right. And we'll put an arc there, and I think one more should do the trick. It's what, 7 stamps? All right, I'm liking it. Okay, so next I'm gonna leave that be for a second because I want to use the embossing folder. So this is where I get on the verge of over designing. Using the embossing folder, I'm going to emboss directly on this print I just made in hopes that it comes out really cute and gives us little interesting design effects of a double image, kind of like in photography where you take the photo and the same film slide twice. It becomes a duplicate image. That's kind of the goal of this. It's something I always loved doing when I was doing photography. So we're going to take a key out of the photography page, or a note out of the photography page of a double image. Of course, I sometimes ended up doing it not on purpose, but it's still a cool effect. I actually did a full series of double images, so it's pretty fun to do. If you don't know what I mean by that, go ahead and Google it. I'm sure you'll find plenty of inspiration by that. All right, so since we're doing the embossing folder, I think this should be my sandwich, and I will be right back. All right, it is off of the machine, and oh my goodness, look at how fun that is. It's different, it's unique, and it's unexpected. So yeah, I really like that, especially for a card front. If you're keeping it clean and simple, but you want a wow moment, this is a really cool idea if you find the right stuff to pair it with. All right, so I have my card base here. I'm really going to keep it very, very simple today. And I'm going to grab this. And originally I was going to put it in the center, but now I want to put it over offset. We're actually going to cover up my mistake anyways, because the bloom, if I put it in the center, the bloom gets mostly cut off, so it becomes less of a wow moment. So if I do it this way, then it becomes, they're kind of kissing each other. Yeah. In my head, it works. So we're going to go with that. And I'm going to do this, and then I will add my sentiment once I've done all this. So I'm going to place my twine. Let's see. I'm going to glue my twine. Actually, let's do my foam dots first. Commit to that positioning first. All right. And I'm going to do 4 foam dots just because I want to make sure that any parts that are over the embossing folder, crevices, that it has the opportunity to fully adhere, at least in enough parts that it won't lift up on accident. All right. So in the comments below, drop down what has been your most exciting thing. I know summer is not over by any means, but there's definitely, we're winding down. People are starting to do Halloween and Christmas projects already. I am not. I'm a last minute Nancy for that, just because I sell during those seasons. So yeah, definitely gonna be waiting a hot second for that. All right, and let's see. I should be able to do this twice around, I think. Ish. Let's see if I can make a bow. We'll attempt to make a bow. 1 loop. And a second loop. I hopefully will also post some of the things for sale that I'm going to eliminate from my crafty stash, but I think my goal is going to be that will be done in September. I also do have the first job interview scheduled, which I have not had a job interview in an official job interview, I should say, in over 10 years. So I'm a little nervous, but finally, after months of job hunting, nearly 5 months of job hunting, finally got an interview. So, not holding my breath that it's everything and a bag of chips, but it's a company that has a great reputation. I actually have several people I know who worked for them, so kind of helps to know a little bit about them. All right, that actually is super cute. Now I have to just glue it so it doesn't fall apart. And I'm going to have to sit here and hold it probably. That's just what I'm going to do. Since this glue dries fairly quickly, it's not a whole lot of a problem. So yeah, there's just a lot going on. Thankfully, the right people have just stepped up and stepped in and helped us take care of our family and helped us figure out what to do next, how to stay on our feet, all of that. And, being jobless for so long is never comfortable, especially because the last 2 quote-unquote jobs I have had have always been, not handed to me, but I've been asked to do it. So even the crafting, I get asked to do it, or I get recommended actually sometimes. While I'm chit-chatting and waiting for that to dry, I'm also going to add some distress crayon spun sugar, a couple of just little circles right towards the center of some of these flowers. It's a subtle nod that the untrained eye probably will not see, but you all know it's there. It's in lieu of putting a pearl or some other kind of thing. Just a handful of them are gonna get it, not a whole lot. Just the ones you can see the full centers. I think it's just a cute little touch. All right, so yeah, just keep us in your thoughts and your prayers as we figure out what happens next. The children start school at the end of August already, so we're gonna be busy fast. Frankie officially starts 4K, even though his birthday is less than 2 weeks into the school year, and he'll be 5 already, but yeah, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen with him. Alright, and I'm gonna try to angle this one so I don't remove the loop. There we go. And just putting a couple of dots along the line, just because in case any portion of this does lift, there's another spot that will help it stay adhered and not coming and collapsing. Alright, and then I'm going to just go ahead and over glue this thing. Why? Because the embossing folder is going to suck up some of those bits. And we are definitely going to put this under an acrylic block as well. Oop, a little bit too much space without anything to adhere. Alright, so now I should have enough glue that it'll go right on, and I'm doing this edge to edge, no trimming. And that is great. So acrylic block at the ready. And then in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and stamp out my sentiment and die cut it. I like this stamp set because it has the dies ready for your sentiments. Originally I wasn't even going to do a sentiment, and then I saw, oh, well, that's really simple. That just took all of the thinking out for me. So we are going to do happy birthday because I'm also selling some cards, and I feel like I run out of the happy birthday probably the fastest. So here we go. Getting this nice and inked up with the Versified Eclair. And the Nocturne. Giving enough space for my die. Beautifully stamped. Let that sit for a second. And let's figure out where that die is. I think I see where it is. And then also we had the smoke from the wildfires this year and a bunch of humidity. We've probably had a warmer summer here in Wisconsin. So I had 11 days in a row of migraine activity, and let's just say I was a smidge miserable. Thankfully, since that happened, I have been free and clear, knock on some good hard wood here. But yeah, definitely not comfortable to, is that not it? Nope, that's not it. Just kidding. It was the one under. Yeah. And it was to the point of I tried literally everything possible. Every trick, everything in the book. There was one night, actually it was the night before Danny's 7th birthday, and I was like, nope, I can't go to the hospital. Can't ruin her birthday because I'm in the hospital. And I was this close to checking myself into the hospital because it had gotten that bad. And I've lost my mint tape, but I have some hanging out over here for my different projects, so we're going to steal it. Yeah. Alright, so I will be right back after this is through the dye machine. Alright, that came out of the dye machine perfectly. I want to try a embossing folder technique with that that stamp set soon. I think that would be really cool with like a holographic embossing powder, or some little sparkles in it, just to elevate those different handwritten text. I think that's so cute and so pretty. So I'll definitely be coming back to this stamp set, this die set. It's a good one to add to the arsenal. So, and of course my foam dot does not want to release. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So now we're just gonna cinch it along, because it's not a straight text. It's kind of waving, so we're just gonna wave the twine right into it. But look at how cute that came out. It's subtle. It's also got a little bit of boom and surprise to it. So I think that one is perfect, and it is done. Simple, fast, easy, and little mixed media, but clean and simple at the same time. And how can you go wrong with that? So thank you all for joining me today. I really appreciate you all being here. I know you could be doing other things with your time, but I'm glad you came and hung out with me today. Definitely we'll have to drop some more updates as things move along towards the end of the summer, starting the school year, and the job front for hubby and I. But in the meantime, if you would love to support us, or just tip us, encourage us, however you want to be there for us, I have links down below. My Mary Kay shop, my Mary Kay Facebook group, the boutique that my mom and I run, where we custom make things for people all over, and we do ship, lots and lots of shipping. And my husband, his YouTube channel, his shop as well, if you want to support us there. There's all different ways to support us, even if you're just sharing the links and saying, hey, this is my friend and their family needs a little bit of assistance, and if you want to shop, go ahead and help. I will also be doing a Mary Kay Foundation fundraiser for my birthday. Hopefully I'll remember to drop that link down below as well. If I don't, holler at me and let me remind me, hey, drop that link. It's a foundation that is near and dear to my heart. It supports women in crisis, women and children in crisis, and domestic abuse situations, as well as breast cancer research and awareness, and other women-driven cancers. So I love the Mary Kay Ash Foundation, and so for my birthday, I am going to fundraise it for it, and that's just my way of giving back to the community. So, in that being said, I really appreciate you all once again for joining me today. Don't forget to find the joy in your day, and happy making. Bye!